All right, let's dive into something we all do every single second of every single day, but we rarely ever really think about it: our breath. We're going to explore how this simple, constant companion is actually a kind of forgotten superpower. It's a tool for calm, for presence that you already have. So let's rediscover it together. So let me just ask you this. When was the last time you just breathed? And I don't mean that automatic in and out thing that just keeps you alive. I'm talking about a moment where you consciously, deliberately paid attention to the air filling your lungs and then leaving again. It's a simple question, right? But it really gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. You see, your breath is so much more than just oxygen. Think of it like this. It's an anchor. It can hold you steady in the present moment, keeping you from getting swept away by worries about the future or regrets about the past. And it's also a sanctuary, a quiet, safe place you can go back to anytime life feels like it's a bit too much. It's your personal way to pull back your attention from all the noise and just arrive. Okay, so how do we actually tap into this superpower? Well, it's through a really simple but profound 5-step guide. You can almost think of it as a little poem, a gatha, that's just designed to bring you fully into the here and now. And the best part is you can practice it anywhere, while you're driving, on the train, or yeah, even just while you're washing the dishes. This whole practice unfolds in 5 really simple, elegant steps. We start with just pure awareness. Then we naturally let our experience get deeper. We find some calm inside ourselves. We release our burdens. And then finally, we arrive in a truly wonderful present moment. Each step just builds on the last one. So let's begin with the foundation. So the first step is honestly the simplest, but it might just be the most powerful. In, out is all about recognition. It's about hitting pause on all the other thinking, the projects, the plans, that mental to-do list that never ends, and just becoming one with the simple reality of your own breathing. You're not trying to change a thing, you're just noticing. So the practice is really just following this simple idea in your mind. As you breathe in, you silently say to yourself, breathing in, I know I am breathing in, and as you breathing out, I know I am breathing out. That's it. That's the whole thing. In that simple act, mindfulness is born, and you become fully alive, right here. And what's really cool is that something interesting starts to happen almost right away. After just a few moments of doing that, you'll probably notice a natural shift in your body. Your breathing just starts to change all on its own, becoming deeper and slower. You don't have to force it. It's just this organic result of paying attention. It's like when mindfulness touches something, it just naturally improves its quality. So you see, this second phrase, it's not a command. You're not telling your body what to do. It's more like an observation. You're not forcing your breath to change. You're just noticing that your awareness has already changed it. And this deeper, slower rhythm, that's the first little reward of your attention. And it brings this pleasant, calming feeling to your whole body and mind. Now, that deeper, slower breath, well, it has this incredible ripple effect, and it leads us directly into our third step, finding calm and ease. As your breath gets more harmonious, it sends a signal to your entire nervous system. And this step tackles both things: the physical tension you might be holding in your shoulders and jaw, and that mental agitation of a racing mind. With this phrase, you're pretty much actively inviting calm to come settle in your body and in your feelings. And ease. Ease just means you're no longer in a hurry. You're no longer a victim of your own worries. You can feel the freedom of just being yourself, unburdened, right here, right now. This next step, this one might be my favorite. It's smile, release. So as you breathe in, you just generate a tiny, gentle smile. This isn't for anybody else. It's a smile of loving kindness just for you. Physically, it actually releases hundreds of muscles in your face and body. And then, as you breathe out, you just let go. Let go of what? Well, of your projects, your anxieties, your regrets. You release them because you realize that, in this moment, nothing is more valuable than your own peace. It's kind of like a quiet smile of victory over all the stuff that's always trying to pull you away from yourself. So after we've recognized our breath, allowed it to get deeper, found some calm, and released our worries, we finally arrive at the last step, fully living in the present moment. And this is where you realize the profound potential that's hidden inside every single breath you take. And what you start to realize here is, well, it's pretty profound. The present moment is the only moment we ever actually have. And with mindfulness, we can touch the wonders of life that are always there, always available. So this isn't about waiting for some wonderful moment to arrive. It's about making this moment a wonderful one. The absolute beauty of this practice is its complete flexibility. You don't need a special cushion, you don't need a silent room to get to this power. It's designed for real life. Whether you're lying down right before you go to sleep, standing in a busy line at the store, or just walking to your car, you can use these little moments to connect with your breath. It really transforms these mundane activities into opportunities for mindfulness. The key isn't the position, it's the awareness that your breath is always with you, always there for you. Okay, so this whole practice of letting go, it actually leads to a much deeper insight. It helps us see the primary obstacle to our own happiness. And you might be surprised to hear that that obstacle is often our own idea of what happiness is supposed to look like. We do this all the time, right? We set these really rigid conditions for our own joy. We think, oh, I'll be happy when I get that degree or that job or marry that person. But that very idea of happiness becomes the thing that stops us from being happy now. We limit ourselves. But real happiness, that's unconditional. It's available in every single moment as soon as we learn to let go of our fixed ideas and just open ourselves up to the joy that can come from any direction. And really, that brings us to the heart of it all. This practice empowers you to make the present moment the most wonderful moment of your life, simply because, well, it's the only one you actually have. I mean, just think about how freeing that is. Happiness isn't something you have to go out and achieve. It's something you just allow. By simply sitting and enjoying your breath, you can touch the miracle of just being alive. You can be nourished by a joy that doesn't depend on anything outside of you. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. We often wait around for that most wonderful moment to show up, believing it's somewhere off in the future. But what if that's not how it works? What if, by learning to just go back to your breath, you discover that the most wonderful moment of your life is this one, the one that's happening right now?